Shiny hunting in the world of Pokemon has existed for many years, and I don't see it going away anytime soon. It can be pretty easy to lose track of time while shiny hunting because of how long it can take, and I started to think of how exhausting it must be to hunt as a Pokemon trainer. One of the most well-known methods, Masuda breeding, would require an absolute ton of physical exercise, which had me thinking, could I live up to the effort that a Pokemon trainer puts in while shiny hunting in real life? Today, we're going to find out, and it's going to get crazy. To lay some rules out first, I have to do a shiny hunt by hatching eggs in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, and then complete the amount of steps it took me in-game in real life. This will not be easy at all, but I guess it's called a challenge for a reason. Even though I am biking in-game, I decided that I was only allowed to walk or run, and this is for two reasons. A good reason is because I'm using a Fitbit to track my steps, and I don't think biking would accurately track that. As well as that, there are a lot of downhill areas where I live, which would make this challenge much easier, because for a lot of the journey, I wouldn't even have to pedal. Anyways, first, allow me to show you how the shiny hunt concluded. Oh, and please subscribe if you've not yet, and thank you for watching. Felt like it took an absolute nightmare of a long time to actually find the shiny Pokemon, but in the grand scheme of things, it did not, because it took me 304 eggs, and the odds were 1 out of 512 to find a shiny. So I'm showing you guys the footage right here. It will be sped up until I get to the point where I'm actually finding the shiny. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this shiny reaction. I haven't found a shiny in a long time before this. It doesn't happen that often, so I didn't know how to exactly react. And I was pretty tired of, I'd recorded hours and hours and hours. But we got lucky overall with the hunt, taking 304 eggs, so here's our shiny reaction. Oh, shiny Chimchar, let's go! Oh my gosh. 300, we got 304. I forgot my camera's like inverted. 0304, it looks like it says 4030. Oh my gosh, finally! Okay, we could actually move on with the challenge now. I don't even know how long it's taken me to do this, because I've taken so many breaks off and on. Alright, so I'm going to be cutting most of this part out. I was leaned back really far in my chair, and I didn't think about it, but I was really far away from my microphone, so you can't really hear me at all. But yeah, we're just going to skip past all this part. Alright, so I'm going to give a quick little rundown of what this challenge will be. I like how the sky looks behind me. Anyway, that's besides the point. Pretty much, what are we doing? So, as you guys saw from my clip, you guys got to see how long it took to hatch my shiny Pokemon. I believe it was roughly 168,000 steps. I couldn't remember the exact number. But that's like 82 miles, so that means I have to walk or run 82 miles. Now, one of my options was going to be bike as well, because I did bike in-game to hatch the Pokemon egg. But the thing is, I feel like where I live at least, a lot of the time on your bike, you're not even pedaling, you're just going downhill. And I thought that's kind of cheating, because it's not much effort, because in-game you're pedaling the whole time, your little trainer on the bike. And as well as that, I'm using my Fitbit on my hand to actually track every step I do, and I don't think it would track it if I'm using a bike. Oh yeah, I was gonna mention, why am I wearing a mask when I'm outside? One reason, it's like I just said, I had gotten the virus. I'm pretty much almost over it now. I'm feeling good. That's why I'm out here walking. But yeah, it's gonna be a grind for sure. I gotta go like 82 miles. With day one coming to a close, I ended with around 5,300 steps, as the time said like 11:20 at night. But as it came closer to midnight, I actually did walk around a little more, so when it became the next day, it said I moved just shy of 6,000 steps. Isn't that bad, but I'm going to try to do more for the future for each day. Also, this is about 3% of the way there with this one day, so, not too bad, but could be better. Like I just said, fell a bit short of my goal yesterday of 10,000 steps. So I'm going to go for 10,000 today. I got, something like 5,000 yesterday. I can't exactly remember, but I'll be updating you guys, and let's just see how the day goes. It is really foggy, but no rain, so doing better than yesterday. It was raining all over us. Got a pretty good view going today. I could see all the way out. If I go really far out there, that's Canada over there. We got a big boat. I can't read what it says from here. It says like Pacific something. I don't know. It's a pretty cool view though. Just got done with my walk. We're about to turn around and go home. And we can actually see a little speedboat down there. Hey, that's awesome. Yeah, we're gonna turn around and head back home though. I'll update you guys later on the step count for today. So for day 2, I ended with pretty much the same steps as day 1, which that was kind of ironic, but yeah, it's a lot harder to hit my goal of 10k steps than I thought. It's a lot of steps. Considering throughout the whole day I stepped 5,000 times, I'd have to do double the effort in a whole day, which it's not easy considering I am not even close to as in shape as I used to be. But good day overall. I got to go explore and find some, I don't know, I got to look over Canada. You know, a lot of people don't get to do that, so it was pretty cool. But we got to do more steps. We got to get this up. Today was a day all about running for me, which may or may not be pointless because the challenge is to get a certain amount of steps or miles. So me running may or may not help, because sure, it'll help me get distance faster, but not necessarily steps. But I wanted to see if I could still run and not get terribly out of breath, because I haven't ran for a really long time. And I have to even zoom in this footage because of how far I ran away. I ran all the way over to a tree, touched it, and then just ran all the way back to this fence. But I wanted to focus more on running today instead of just walking, because I figured maybe I could use this to speed up the process. I did say I would give you guys the step counter right here, and, well, like I said, it was actually really good. I got close to 9,000 steps in one day, which is the highest up to this point. And it's pretty good, because almost 9K. I was getting 5,000 the other days, so it's really good. I didn't run any days after this, though, for quite a while, so maybe that's the new meta. We'll have to see. Alright guys, welcome to either day 6 or 7, I honestly can't remember. Okay, so I know I said day 6 or 7 in the video, which this footage is for those days, but I actually lost my footage for day 4 and 5, so I'm showing the footage from these days right here. But we are on a whole other vibe today. I don't know how well you guys can tell on the camera, but it is very dark out. We got the street lights helping. It's, you know, if I look up, it looks pretty bright, but in reality, it is not bright out. Maybe you guys can see up ahead. But anyway, I'm just walking right here, and I got, actually, I don't know if you guys see it, a tripod. This is my first tripod I've ever owned, and I'm going to set it up. I'm going to try to get some good clips for today. I don't know, it's getting dark quick. I might have to go home soon, but I'll update you guys soon. After I walked up that hill, I ran down this part and my hood came flying off, and then I ran back up. So I just ran down this little spiral part, and then this is a park right here, and you can actually walk around the entire park in a loop. So after this clip, I grabbed my tripod, which this is my first clip using it. I think it works pretty well. Of course, it doesn't follow me and zoom in or anything, but it works because, like, you see these little poles around me. It's kind of hard to just stack your phone on something like that, so the tripod really helps. But I ended today with 6,342 steps, which is not bad at all, I'd say. But yeah, enjoy this last little clip of me just running back and forth. Not too much to do at this time, especially when it gets so dark out. Alright guys, we're going down here. And this was the beginning of day 5. So I went down to the water, which was actually kind of funny because I had a tsunami warning like 2 days after this. So really good timing to go down on this day and not 2 days later. But I made it down to the water, and it almost looks like a dead animal right there, but I swear it's just a rock. Anyway, I was just standing here kind of looking at the water. Then I walked to the left and got some running for my clips, but it was pretty fun down here. I haven't been down to the water like this in a long time. Surprisingly, it was not as cold as you'd probably think, because there's the fresh wind right here from the water. But I also did some climbing on rocks, which you'll definitely see. Definitely the best walk I've had up to this point on this day, because I got some running in too. It was just really good overall. We're getting adventurous today. Oh yeah, here we go. Now we're getting crazy, guys. All right, so this is probably not safe at all. It's probably pretty stupid. If you're wondering what I meant by saying it was really stupid what I was doing, pretty much, I don't think it's initially that dangerous to be walking on the rocks like this. It was just the fact that I had my phone in one hand and my tripod in the other, so my hands were both full. You know, that's not a good rock. Here we go. Gotta get down. That's probably a 15-foot drop. Oh, almost fell in. And at this point, as it fades away, I realized there was no way I could get across this without putting my phone down and my tripod, so yeah. I ended day 4 with 6,664 steps, which isn't too bad, considering I was going for mainly footage today, because this is like the most clips I've gotten a single day. I think this is actually a pretty good amount of steps, and you'll see what happens in the next few days. It gets kind of interesting. As I was saying earlier on in the video, I definitely didn't want to show every single day and what I was doing, and that's exactly what I did. From past day 6 and 7, I believe, I stopped showing footage entirely. Like, I wasn't recording when I went on my walks and runs, because I thought it was just getting repetitive. I think 8 was the last day that I actually recorded, but it just was the same footage pretty much. I didn't go to any new places, so I just wanted to conclude this challenge here and show you guys how long it took me to complete this challenge. And if we could get a drum roll, please, real quick. Drum roll. It took me 28 days to complete my 168,000 steps. I went a little bit above just because I had to walk home, but yeah, it was a really good challenge overall. 28 days. That's definitely not actually that good. Now, you might be thinking, 28 days, if you do 168,000 divided by 28, that's like really not that hard. If you literally just go to school in person, walk around, you'll probably get as many steps as I did in a day on most days. And that's not exactly ideal because it doesn't feel as much like a challenge. But at the same time, the 28 days does include days where I took days off or where my Fitbit didn't include steps. So my step average per day was actually definitely a lot higher than the average person's, which was the goal. I did want it to feel like a challenge. But yeah, there's really not much else to say more than this. I really encourage you guys, if you would like to do a shiny hunt and go track the steps, it's honestly really fun. You don't need a Fitbit. You could just have your phone. It probably has an app that will track steps for you just for free. But it was a really good challenge overall. I'm just showing some more footage of walking around, but it was a really good thing to just go out and explore, especially in winter. It's really cold out, so it was pretty hard. But I hope you guys enjoyed. It was a really good challenge, and I'd love to do more. So let me know what you liked about the challenge, what I can improve on, and any future ideas, because I'd love to do one maybe with biking. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon. So thank you again for watching, and peace.